Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Adriana. This is Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you're one of my students. And also you've paid for the additional service to get diagnostic and corrective feedback on all Speak Clearly lessons. So right now I'm going to give you feedback on the pronunciation lessons. That's what I'd like to do right now. So let's take a look at where we are. And I think the first one that you did here is lesson number 28, which is syllable division and grammatical word endings. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. And as we go, if there's any problems, I will stop and comment.
Reach, reaches, run, runs.
Now with the S after the voice consonant, runs. It's more of a Z, not an S. Runs.
And lands. Wash, washes. Sol, sols. Analyze, analyzes.
Good.
Egg, eggs.
But it's more of a Z. Eggs, eggs.
Pencil, pencils. Match, matches. Window, windows. Stop, stop, stops. Lash, lashes. Circumstance, circumstances. Judge, judges.
Okay, so the good thing is when you need to create that additional syllable, you're doing that. Now, the only minor problem is when you have the S sound after voice consonants, it's typically a Z sound, so you're pronouncing it as an S after a voiced or voiceless consonant. But you know what? That's not really a major problem. So let's keep going.
Plant, planted. Grab, grabbed. Look, looked. Talk, talked.
Let's look at 17. It's more of not the oo, but look, look, not Luke, but look, looked. So that's more of a problem with the vowel sound.
Associate, associated.
Good.
Decide, decided.
Okay, that's good. No major problems there. All right, let's go to the next exercise. Okay, let's see what we have. So we did word endings. Okay, now let's go to word stress part 1. I'm going to go ahead and give you some feedback on that. I think this is one of the pronunciation.
As more and more cities need to be supplied with water.
Okay, let me see where this is. Oh, I got it. I see where we are. Let me go back a little bit.
More and more cities need to be supplied with water.
Be careful, you didn't pronounce that final S ending. As more and more cities need to be supplied with water.
There are more people that need to be fed with food grown on irrigated farms.
But it's more irrigated farms.
This means more dams are needed. Dams save up water for dry seasons.
But the word dry, not dry, but dry seasons.
They prevent westward floods and supply water to power plants.
Take the word flood, floods, power plants, a little bit more air on the P, power plants.
Therefore, picking the location.
Again, picking, more air on your P sound, picking.
Supply water to power plants. Therefore, picking the location.
So you want to make a little bit more with that air on that P, picking.
for a new dam is very important. For example, a flood control dam may be built close to a city where property may be threatened by flooding.
More threatened. And then city, city, not city, but city.
However, a hydroelectric dam is built in a mountainous land.
I would say they're stressed mountainous land. Mountainous.
Where the water will have a steep drop that will build up pressure to keep the turbines turning fast.
That was a little bit tough for you. More air on the T. The turbines turning fast. Turbines turning fast.
Also, it is important to make sure there is enough water above to make a dam worthwhile.
Okay, that was good pausing right there. I like that. It is important to make sure there is enough water above. And say the word above. Above.
In addition, the rock of the river bed must be solid enough to provide a good foundation for the dam.
Not bad. So you struggled a little bit with rock, river. The rock of the riverbed. Rock of the riverbed. Okay, so that was one of your lessons on word stress. Okay, so we looked at, so far, what have we looked at? We looked at lesson number 28, lesson number 29. Now, this one, I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to listen
A
to it right
little
now.
vacation that I went on and I would like to talk about is the one to California, which I took at...
Okay, I'm going to listen to that in just a minute. I'm going to finish up all your pronunciation exercises first. So the next one is lesson number 30, word stress part 2. This is going to be tricky, so there are certain stress patterns that you want to be careful about based on either compound nouns, reflexive pronouns, those kinds of things. Okay, here we go. I'm going to see if
13 blackbirds flew away because 30 jackhammers were disrupting their nap time.
couple words here. Blackbirds. Stress on that first compound noun. Blackbirds. Actually, it's an adjective and a noun there. And then 30 jackhammers were disrupting their nap time.
I see myself as one of the 50 candidates who could become the next postman of the 15th Street mail office.
Nice. Good stress on everything. The word street.
She purchased herself 70 wool sweaters that she will sell at her retail shop on 17th Avenue.
Okay, not bad.
80 dog sled teams competed among themselves in 18 below zero temperatures on snow-covered terrain in Juneau, Alaska.
A little bit of problem with pausing, but I think you're doing pretty good on your word stress.
To celebrate July 4th, we launched 16 Roman candles into the night sky, which gave ourselves a rather lively celebration.
That was pretty good.
14 chemistry students worked themselves so hard that they read their entire textbook in a little less than 40 hours.
I would use the word, now that's interesting. Now, when it's present tense, say read. When it's past tense, say read, right? So in this case, because the first verb is worked, then we have to look at read as read. So I would correct that to say 14 chemistry students worked themselves so hard that they read their entire textbook in a little less than 40 hours.
We found ourselves 19 steel buildings.
I would say there we found ourselves 19
on 19th Avenue, which is where we found some good deals on laptop computers.
Okay, not bad. So I think you're getting the general picture of where the primary stress needs to lie based on the rules in the lesson. Okay, now we're getting into word stress part 3. So let's see how you do on this one.
The missionary underestimated how difficult it would be to convert the converts to his religious philosophies.
I'm going to correct that one. It would be to convert the converts to his religious philosophy. So when it's a verb, the stress is on the second syllable. When it's a noun, the stress is on the first syllable. So let's read it again. The missionary underestimated how difficult it would be to convert the converts to his religious philosophies. Okay, let me check YouTube. Sometimes the YouTube crashes. Okay, no, I got 10 minutes. I got less than 4 minutes here. I got to finish this up because the video doesn't go more than 15 minutes. All right, let's keep going.
Land, wash, washes, soul, soul.
Okay, wait a minute. Lesson 31.
The missionary underestimated how difficult it would be to convert the converts to his religious philosophies. The student ran out of time and would not longer be able to take the exam indoors.
Yeah, indoors, indoors, indoors. Stress on the second syllable, I think, not the first. And it's no longer not. So would no longer be able, and you have the word ran out of time.
Outside by the picnic table was the quartet who would be starting the concert.
I would say quartet. The quartet, the stress on that second syllable, not the first.
Southeast of the Grand Canyon lies a beautiful valley in which some settlers have taken up residence.
Okay, that was good.
The trail runner outpaced the other runners in the outback so he could outdo the course record by more than a minute.
That was a little bit tough for you there. So the trail runner outpaced the other runners in the outback so he could outdo the course record by more than a minute. So you did have some trouble. Outpaced, outback, outdo the course record. Not record, but record. All right, so I think we're pretty well set there. So I just gave you some feedback with some of your lessons, specifically with grammatical word endings and syllable division, and also you went over some of the practice exercises with word stress. Now, with grammatical word endings, I'm going to say you're about 95% there, which means I think you're doing a really good job with that aspect of your pronunciation. Now, with the word stress, I think this is something you want to continue to practice. This is, I'm going to say you're 50% there based on my evaluation of what you just did in these exercises. Now, something you can do, Adriana, as you go over those videos and as you get my comments, you might actually, when you read some of those lessons, you can read with me out loud. I want you to pay very close attention to my word stress. As you know, some of the videos in my Speak Clearly lessons, right? So you might take 10 minutes a day over now in the next few days and work a little bit more in detail with word stress. Also music. Music is a great way to improve your word stress. So if you get some American music and then you can listen and read the words to it, again, pay attention to where the stress is in the different words in the song. And of course, sing. Practice singing with the speaker. This is also very, very good practice. Alrighty, so I think we're done there. So I just gave you some feedback on lessons 28, 29, and 30. And in the next video, I'm going to go over those speaking tasks that you recorded.